see the look on his face right now. It's all business for Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon.
He looks like
a 205-pound version of Cain Velasquez, doesn't he?
Honestly, when we first started training together, I used to call him Baby Cain. He's got fantastic wrestling. He's a tough guy. He's got good boxing. He's worked a lot on his boxing, and he's a much more experienced fighter. One of the things that made me bring Daniel to Black House was we were training at Black House Redondo, and I got him in a choke, and most people would have tapped to this choke, and he fought and fought and fought and eventually got out of the choke, but most guys...
All right, fight fans, here we go now in the cage. Three-minute rounds of mixed martial arts for the California State Light Heavyweight title. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Rafael Davis. And now, introducing to you first our challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Black House MMA in Gardena by way of Torrance. He weighed in 199 pounds. His record, 5 wins, 2 losses, with all 5 wins coming by way of stoppage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing white trunks trimmed in gold. He is training out of SoCal Fight Factory in Palmdale by way of Lancaster, California. He weighed in 204 pounds. His record, 4 wins, 2 losses, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the defending light heavyweight champion, Big Bad Chad Kindle! All right, fans, once again, our referee in charge, Rafael Davis, to give final instructions.
Putting his title on the line
Guys,
tonight.
we went over the fight in the back. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Go back to your corners, come out, and let's have a good, clean fight. Touch gloves if you want.
Nice touch of the gloves. State championship on the line tonight. Kevin Widows, Blake Troop joining me here. Jonathan King, cage side for SparStar MMA. This one should be a banger.
Absolutely. I've trained a lot with Daniel, and he likes to come out and bang. He doesn't mind getting hit, and he will throw leather at you. That's for sure.
Yeah, Arpajon looks like the type of guy that doesn't know the meaning of light sparring.
Nice touch of the gloves, and we are underway. Arpajon.
Daniel quickly getting in his face. Like I said, he doesn't mind taking a few punches to get in and serve some.
In on a double leg, looking to bring the fight to the mat. Arpajon doing a good job of controlling Chadricc here.
You do not want to be under Daniel Arpajon. He is tough to get out from underneath. He did a lot of high school wrestling, so he's got a great top game.
Yeah, already it looks like Kindle's a little overwhelmed. He was holding onto a double overhook there, which is basically useless, except to just try to control your opponent for a brief moment.
Arpajon controlling the position here, landing some softening shots to the side of the head of Chad Kindle.
Not just that, but he's really having to work with all of Daniel's weight on top of him. It's a terrible place to be moving 2 people's weight.
Arpajon trying to drive head first Kindle into the mat. Kindle trying to get back to his feet, able to do so. For how long remains to be seen. Arpajon with a body lock here, controlling the position. Looking for the outside trip, not there. Both fighters jockeying for position here. All defensive from Chad Kindle so far.
Chad definitely doesn't want to be under Daniel again. He gets taken down for the 2nd time in the first round.
Nice inside trip from Daniel as he looks to work from top position here.
You see Daniel starting to move him over towards the cage so they can trap his head in one position and rain down shots on him from there. Like to see Daniel start posturing up and raining down shots.
Kindle closing his guard, but not doing a good job of controlling the posture. Now he does.
Absolutely. When those legs start coming high, Daniel has to be very careful of submission attempts from the bottom.
I don't know that Kindle has much off his back, though. He hasn't showing much offensively. More or less just trying to stall out, and hopefully the fight gets moved back to the feet.
Some heavy letter from Arpajon as he starts to find his mark here. Putting in some good work here. 50 seconds left in the first round so far.
Not a ton of damage so far, but a lot of control by Arpajon, and not a whole lot of ability to deal with that offense by the champ. Daniel's doing a great job of tiring him out as well. I'd like to see how the next 2 rounds of this look, because having a guy on top of you that's 200 pounds is not a great place to be, standing up for 3 minutes straight with an extra 200 pounds on your back.
Arpajon looking to ragdoll him here, bring him back to the mat and improve position, but Kindle doing a nice job of tying up the guard. But again, purely defensive so far for Big Bad Chad Kindle. Unable to mount any offense. Arpajon just a love sponge here, soaking up all the space, not giving Kindle a moment to breathe. Excellent first round for Daniel Arpajon.
Absolutely. So you see Kevin Casey in the corner of Daniel Arpajon, and Kevin Casey has a fantastic top game, one of the black belts under Hicks and Gracie. So we get a fantastic work in with Kevin. You can see a lot of that top game working right now for Arpajon.
A lot of experience in the corner of Arpajon. Getting an earful from King Kevin as we get a look at the California State title. That's what's on the line here tonight. Some amateur gold waiting in the wings to see who comes away with the victory tonight.
I'd like to see what type of adjustments we see out of the champ, because another round like that is not going to be good for him.
Blake, give a shout out for your Instagram here in between rounds. One of my favorite Instagram trolls of all time.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, stop by @BulletproofTroop on Instagram. It's a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment.
All right, 1 round in the books. Round 2 action getting ready to start here. SparStar MMA live from the Commerce Casino. Jonathan King joined cage side by Kevin Widows, and our guest commentator for this fight, Blake Troop. Arpajon in again on a single leg here.
So much confidence in his last takedowns that he didn't have even any setup on that.
A little bit of offense from Kindle, but he went low there.
Yeah, Kindle a little spazzy, a little out of control here. Probably feeling overwhelmed after getting dominated that entire first round.
Absolutely, that's what I was just thinking. After the way that he got taken down, he's got to start scrambling to get out of there. And we got a little bit of a groin shot as a result of some of that scrambling.
Arpajon looks like he's going to shake it off here. Just needs a moment. We'll get back to the action.
Incidental contact there, not intentional, but Arpajon given his 5 minutes to recover. He doesn't seem like he's going to need it, as we are back underway here in this 205-pound tilt for the California State title. Arpajon stalking from the outside, looking to make his entrance here.
Absolutely, the champ's got to start using his hands to start keeping Arpajon away, whether that's a jab or other straight punches, but he can't just keep letting Arpajon stalk him down, otherwise he's not going home with the belt. Much better movement this round out of the champ.
Big Chadricc Kindle starting to come to life with his footwork here. Let's see if he can put some hands together as Arpajon still stalking.
Blake, how's Arpajon's cardio?
He's got fantastic cardio. He really pushes me in the gym, so I don't think that we're going to see an issue out of him with these 3-minute rounds.
Right.
He didn't seem like he was sucking too much air between rounds. Even looking at him now, neither of these guys look like conditioning is going to be a big factor so far in this fight as we meet the halfway point of the fight.
Yes, Kindle landing some shots on the inside there, but Arpajon answering in kind.
That's what I was saying earlier. With Arpajon doesn't mind eating some leather to throw some leather, and I expect a good amount of in-the-pocket banging from both these guys right here. Neither guy looks afraid to take a punch or throw a punch.
Arpajon went for that knee tap and missed. It looks like he does want to get the fight to the ground eventually, but for now they're content to stay in the phone booth and bang it out.
Much better round from the champion here. Starting to throw his hands a little bit more.
Absolutely, a significantly more competitive first round. We'll see if that continues, if these takedowns aren't working because of some tiredness out of Arpajon or some adjustments out of the champ. I think that footwork significantly helped, but right there we didn't see the best shot out of the
Arpajon,
yeah, he's not setting
didn't
up
set
his
that
shots.
shot up with his hands, and
but he won
Big
the lottery.
Chad Kindle able to sprawl away, but now Arpajon steps over into mount. Top position, dominant force here
45
Let's see if he
seconds.
can do something with the time. Starting to land some hammer fists. Chad Kindle trying to buck to his left, to his right, unable to get away.
It's a head and arm choke waiting for him there if he can thread that left arm around the neck of Kindle.
I'd be surprised if he went for a choke. We like to hit people. And Arpajon's going to probably stay on top of him and rain down Donkey Kong shots for as long as he's able to.
I think if he got super busy, he could get a stop here.
20 seconds left to go in the second round.
Kindle not showing any savvy on how to get out of the mount.
Absolutely. He definitely looks stuck. We're not seeing any bridging, shrimping, or anything. He's just kind of trying to cover.
Flat hips from the champion.
A flurry here could end the fight. Let's see if Arpajon's going to expend enough to get it.
Chad Kindle just eating left hands here.
It was a very competitive first half of that round, but once we saw it hit the ground again, it was a very, very dominant performance. The champ's a little bit slower to get up that time.
All Daniel Arpajon so far here, 2 rounds in the books. The champion's gonna have to make an adjustment in his corner.
The scary thing about big boys like this is it only takes one punch. You can see a guy win 14 minutes of a fight and still lose the fight. So you can never count a big guy out. You know he's the champion for a reason. I would like to see Arpajon continue to perform the way that he did there in this last round.
Yeah, another look at the gold that's on the line here.
At this point, the only shot of Arpajon losing this fight is if he gets clipped. I think if he can get this fight into a clinch or down to the ground, it should be his. He's up 2 rounds to none.
I absolutely agree. And especially once it hits the ground, it didn't look like there was anything left in the champ in terms of trying to get back up. So if it hits the ground in this third round, then I would assume that it's going to be a tough position to see the champion fight out of.
Dynamite analysis, here we are, Commerce Casino. Round 3 action getting ready to start. The light heavyweights, the big boys, trading the hands.
Here we go, the third and final round.
See both guys signaling for a touch of gloves. You always have a lot of respect for your opponent when you come out into the third round because you know what that guy's made out of.
Both fighters slow to get started here in the third round. Arpajon looking to stalk again from the outside. Neither willing to commit to a strike yet.
I would definitely say the urgency should be on the champion's shoulders to try and get in and make something happen in this third round. Because if it goes to decision, unless something dramatic happens in this round, I see this fight going to Arpajon.
Arpajon again with a ill-advised takedown attempt, but he's in on the single. Let's see if he can parlay it into a takedown, and he does.
He got that low single. This should be a wrap here. I don't see Kindle being able to get back up this late in the fight. He wasn't able to really get up in round 1. Certainly round 3 is going to be much more difficult.
Especially being stuck against the cage here where your head's kind of going to start losing its ability to move around. If he's able to wall walk back and start wall walking up, the champion might be able to get up. But as long as he's flat anywhere in that ring, he's going to be stuck on his back.
And it doesn't look like Kindle has any offense off his back. So, you know, Arpajon knows that he just wants to stand up. He's going to do everything in his power to keep him down, even if he's not staying super busy, doing just enough to keep the fight here.
Kindle unable to get his feet underneath him, unable to offer any sort of defensive posturing from this position. All Daniel Arpajon so far here.
The champ isn't giving up. He just doesn't seem to know what to do. He seems like he's stuck. He's trying to do stuff. But you've got a guy on top who's got a great top game who knows how to keep you there, and he's just stuck. It's a very demoralizing feeling having a guy on top of you and not being able to get him off of you, especially stuck down, jammed against the cage with him punching you in the face. It's a terrible place to be.
Chad Kindle stuck playing checkers here as Daniel Arpajon continues to advance with his chest moves, putting heavy top pressure on. Not landing anything significant, but soaking up the time, soaking up the space, controlling the fight as he has through the first 2 rounds.
Absolutely, and this is for a championship amateur belt, so these guys are right there on the border of going pro. And if these were 5-minute rounds, then man, I would imagine that we might have seen a finish already from Arpajon with some of this top game.
Heavy bump from Kindle, unable to get away, but back to his feet momentarily before being dragged back into the swamp by Daniel Arpajon.
It's interesting, Arpajon opted not to put the hooks in there. He let the fighter stand up just to drag him back down.
Working out of side control now.
I think it's a big psychological thing, is letting a guy get part way up and then dragging him right back down. It makes you just feel like you're never able to get out. You almost got to the light, but you got sucked back in.
20 seconds left to go in the frame and the fight.
A little bit of a crucifix here from Arpajon. Let's see if he's able to land enough shots.
10 seconds ticking away here. The range could be over for the champion. All Daniel Arpajon so far here.
Absolutely, a fantastic performance by Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon tonight here at SparStar. I think we're going home with a new champion.
Yeah, that's going to be a 30-27 across the board, in my opinion. Hats off to both fighters. Kindle showed a lot of heart, just didn't have the technique to get up off the bottom.
100%, he never gave up. He continued to try and fight out of these bad positions, but wasn't able to make a great strategic play in getting out of those positions or really even mounting much of an offense. All we saw was in the second round, where he was able to avoid the takedown with a lot of footwork. Fantastic performance tonight by Daniel Arpajon.
And that is fight number 10. Everybody watching on Fight Hub TV's YouTube channel. Got 6 more left. Fight number 11 is going to be a banger. Johnny Ferris up against Johnny Robles coming next, so stay tuned for that one.
Back inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, now in the ring to award the winner with their belt from SparStar Promotions, Hollywood, Rick Melendez. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges cage side scored the bout 30-27 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, and the new California State Light Heavyweight Champion, Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon!
Big reaction from the crowd here at Commerce Casino with Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from theclinchreport.com, Jonathan King.
All right, I am here with your winner. Put your hands together one more time for Chad Kindle. But tonight, the night belongs to you. Nice hardware around your weight. Tremendous performance. What's going through your mind?
I think I did a job well done.
You certainly did. You controlled the fight from the opening round. Was your wrestling game where you're looking to pick him up, take him down, control the fight on the mat?
Repeat that.
What's that?
Repeat that question.
I said, were you looking to bring the fight to the mat and control the fight from the ground?
Yeah, that was the game plan all along. Just, of course, plan A is always to finish the fight. If not, make him miserable. You gotta make the experience. When someone comes in to fight the Raging Bull, it's gotta be miserable. It can't be pleasant.
Well, you got some nice title around your weight. What's it feel to be the new California State Champion in the 205-pound division?
I feel like I got 2 belts now. Thumbs up, champ.
The champ. Put your hands together one more time for Daniel Arpajon.
Daniel Arpajon walks away with the belt, California State title at 205. Look forward to seeing him in the cage once again. Of course, coming up next, as we mentioned, Johnny Ferris out of Sit Yaltong going up against Johnny Robles.